Hey peeps! So it's been about 2 years almost that I hard pruned my Crassula ovata plants here, and as you can see they've actually put on quite a lot of growth, and this one here has really recovered and bifurcated, and it's doubled its branches, that's it, and it's even sending out more multiple branches here. So I'm really happy with the result of this one. It was definitely worth the risk of hard pruning this one. I'm really happy with how this one's looking, so I'm just going to continue to love it and eventually give it another hard prune so I can continue to get that lovely tree-like structure and build that nice canopy there, which is coming along so well. And this one, now in the video I didn't cut it back as much, and if you're interested in seeing what these guys look like before I did the prune, I'll link the video below, and also some other videos following the progress of these as they've grown over the years. And it's been about 6 years that I started these off from some small cuttings, so they've done a lot in that time. But yeah, anyway, back onto this one. So I done some extra pruning and went a little bit further back on this one, and I'd hoped it'd do more than just 2 branches, but it's just kind of shot out 2 branches here, and I'm starting to think that I've just fucked this one up, to be fair. So it's annoying me to look at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unpot this one today and repot it, because I'm going to rehome it. As I figured, I've got like 8 Crassula plants, different varieties as it stands, and I don't want to have too many of them, so I'm going to give this one to another home and put something else in this one. So this is going to have some extra updates on my portulacaria and my other Crassula. I think it's hummels ghost. That's it. That's that I'm going to put into this one. Anyway, we're going to have a little bit of a repot video as well, alongside this update, otherwise it would be a super short one. But yeah, anyway, this is what this one has done. And okay, maybe some people might like it, but yeah, it's not for me. And if something is just going to irritate me, I'd rather not look at it. I'm pretty sure I'm not alone on that one. So out of curiosity, it's been in this pot for about 4 years now, so it's high time for a repot. I'm not going to unpot this one today. I'm probably going to do that one in another video, but I'm just going to do this one today because I have other plants, which I'll get now. Ta-da! Other plants that I want to repot. So I'm not going to do this one right now because I have my son running about, so I don't want to spend too much time doing this. So this honourable mention is a pot of my portulacaria afra, and this is just a pot of all the cuttings that I took from the other two pieces of this that I've got that I'm trying to make into bonsai trees, and these are just the loose cuttings, and it's really grown into a nice little bushy pot. So I'm thinking of moving this one into this pot here, where this Crassula hummels ghost is. It's looking a little bit dingy, you can't really see the variegation good on the camera, but it is actually a hummels ghost. And I'm going to move that one into this pot here, and this one is going to go into a pot to a new home. So let's get started. Okay, so this one is out of the pot. It wasn't so hard to remove, and it's got a good but shallow root ball, healthy nonetheless, but I think, yeah, a pot like that is really a little bit too deep for these kinds of plants. But you can see here, this is where I've dumped the old soil. It was mostly sand and leca balls and clay pellets more than it is soil, so combined with the terracotta pot, it's really not that much of a risk of it standing dry for too long, so that's why I'm getting away with using it in a slightly bigger pot. So the pot I'm going to put it in is marginally smaller, but in here I've just mixed a bunch of sand and soil, and I'm not going to put the clay balls in because yeah, it's not for me. So if they don't like that kind of thing, I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to get this plant into here and I will show you what it looks like. He looks really happy in his new pot. So I hope the new owner gives it a lot of love and enjoys it for years to come. And hopefully it should be good for the next couple of years in this pot with the soil until she decides to give it a change or ask me for help. We'll see. So this is the good send off for this guy. You won't be seeing him again, but yeah, this is how he's leaving me. Alright, so we're going to move on to the repotting of this guy here. Alright, so I've just gotten this guy here out of his pot, and you can see everything is all stuck together, and it's in the same medium as the other one. I use all the same mix for my succulent plants, but yeah, I'm gonna try and scrape this away. It feels a little bit wobbly, that's why he has the support stick, but yeah, I'm just gonna repot him into here, and again I'll show you what he looks like and also what his root ball looks like once I manage to clean some of this up. So this guy's root system isn't as shallow as the other guys. As you can see, it's got this really long taproot here, but again it's a nice healthy looking root ball. So I'm going to get him into here and we'll see how he looks. And just like that, it's in a new pot. And this time I've omitted the clay balls because my son here likes to grab them and put them in his mouth. So no more clay balls for me. So this one's just in a normal potting, well, cactus and succulent mix, mixed with a bit of sand in a terracotta pot. So this will be fine like that. Again, there's no real risk of overwatering it with this kind of setup, especially if you're going by the rule of checking the leaves to see how firm and plump they are versus how soft and how much give they have. So there you have it, peeps. My hummels ghost looking very cozy in its new pot. So I'm going to get this one put back and then we can move on to the last plant. So my variegated portulacaria afra cluster pot. As I said before, this is all cuttings that I took from the original piece that I bought again almost 6 years ago, and I really struggled with this one for some reason. I don't know, but I took a small cutting from the piece that I bought, and that cutting thrived while the mother plant died, and from that one little cutting grew a larger piece which I kept chopping and propping, and then chopping and propping these, and then chopping and propping another part that I took off to make a bonsai. And I had it originally in a longer window box, but my dog kept digging in it, so I moved it to this little pot here, and this is what grew from it, and it looks really cute like that, so much so that I'm not really regretting the the decision to keep all those cuttings that I took. So I'm going to up the pot size and hopefully it will grow into a larger cluster pot and look even more pretty. So it's been in this pot for a couple of years now. So again, high time for a refresh, and we'll see just how good the root system looks, but I'm not going to mess with the root ball too much because I want to try and keep this cluster as intact as possible. Okay, so I was really lucky, and with a few light squeezes I managed to just tip the whole pot out all intact like this. I'm not going to mess with it too much, but it looks really healthy. And you can see I've used the same sand and soil and stone ball combination for this one. So as I said, it's kind of my standard go-to succulent mix. So I'm just going to remove some of this soil here. Oh, some clay balls made it into there. And we'll just position it in and then backfill it. Okay, I'm going to need both hands to do this, so I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty, so he's in there and I've just got the excess dirt here, so I'm just going to fill it in like this and secure it in place. And then again, I will show you what it looks like. Beautiful. It looks great in its new pot. So it has a little bit more space to grow, and hopefully it will branch out and get a bit more bushier and look very cool. If I keep it kind of trimmed and manicured a bit, it will look very cool with this round pot here. So of course I'll make some update videos on this guy here to show the progress of what my wild portulacaria afra pot looks like. It is a really pretty one. I love the variegated type. I mean, I know it grows a little bit smaller. I know it grows a little bit slower than the green version, but yeah, I think it's worth it. Once it really gets going, it's definitely worth the wait. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed and learned something and had a little bit of time to relax and unwind and watch someone else pot a plant. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. As always, it's much appreciated. Much love, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.